Hey babe, it's about dang time you answered. I was hoping you would keep me company while I paint this gorgeous Anti-Valentines heartbroken nail set. It's giving the vibes of how to be a heartbreaker. Anyways, as always, there will be some yapping, not even some, I will be yapping through the video, okay? And there will be some ASMR tings at the end. Let's get painting. So this video is going to be a little different because I'm actually filming a voiceover. Whenever I was painting my nails, I just did not feel like talking. Like everything was coming out jumbled up. I felt like what I was trying to say, the message I was trying to give wasn't coming out the way, wasn't coming out the way that I wanted it to, and also I was just having mad anxiety and I was struggling to paint, like in general. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to try to talk and paint. I'm gonna just enjoy the process of painting my nails and enjoy it, and then I'll come back later and do a voiceover. So here we are. So I actually have a script. Y'all know I'm a writer. I've talked about it in the past. Like, I enjoy writing. It helps me ground my thoughts into reality, I feel like. So I actually wrote a script, and I did read the script on this voiceover, and then I was like, no, because it doesn't sound right. Like, I don't know what it is to me, but if I read a specific script rather than just going off of bullet points, it doesn't. Sorry, my phone fell. Literally, it's like I'm talking on the phone with my best friend, and I love this. But if I read a script, it doesn't sound right. Like, it's just, I don't know. It sounds so, I don't know, robotic, I feel like. Even though I think I'm a great reader. Like, I read out loud very well. It's just like, it just sounds so not natural. Anyways, that's all besides the point. I really want to talk with y'all about how I'm feeling and where I'm at. So in my previous videos, I talked about how I struggled with always giving up on myself, and I would always start a project and then give up, and I'm notorious for this. And I blamed my Aries rising in, I think it's Vedic astrology. I'm great at starting a project and then giving up if it doesn't immediately blow up. And I'm really struggling with this right now. Like, it's overwhelming me. It's giving me anxiety. It's paralyzing me from actually taking action. Like, it's really just getting to me and weighing me down. I'm not going to give up, though. I'm not going to give up because I owe it to myself to not give up. I owe it to my kids to not give up. I owe it to my God to not give up. Like, I owe it. I'm not going to give up. But that doesn't mean that I'm not struggling with, giving up. Like, I want to give up because I feel like, I don't know, I just have this feeling that I'm going to fail, or that I'm wasting my time pouring myself into this. Like, how do I even explain to somebody, follow me on Substack. Okay, follow me on Substack, guys. I will be writing my script in an article on Substack. Download Substack. It's free to download. And then follow me on Substack. It's free to follow me. And then subscribe to my newsletter, Precious Envy, because it's free to subscribe. Okay, that way you can get little email messages from me and keep up with my day-to-day things, like little ideas I have, kind of like tweets, but they're called notes on Substack. And I can post pictures there, like on Instagram. Just follow me on Substack, okay? But what was I saying before that? I don't remember. Anyways, but I've really been struggling with wanting to give up and feeling like I'm wasting my time pouring into the online space. And that's what I was going to say. That I made a note on Substack, and I was saying how do I explain to people that I'm spending hours of my life a day doing this thing, working on this thing that nobody else can see the vision for? You know what I mean? I feel like I can see it. I see what I want it to become and what it has the potential to become. And it isn't there yet, and that's okay. But at the same time, it's damn, am I wasting my time pouring myself into this thing that isn't going to get where I wanted to do? What if I'm just wasting my time? Maybe I should just give up because it hasn't happened yet, so therefore it's not going to. Why am I wasting my time? And it's really not about that. I'm not wasting my time. I genuinely enjoy painting my nails. I genuinely enjoy sitting here talking with y'all. It's therapeutic for me to talk with y'all. It's therapeutic for me to write. It's therapeutic for me to paint my nails. These are things I genuinely enjoy doing. And to my 52 subscribers or 53 subscribers. Hey, I love y'all. Thank y'all for even tuning in and watching me. Thank you. But yeah, so I wanted to talk with y'all about feeling lost and stuff. And yeah, I just wanted to share what I'm doing. In my Substack article, there will be more in depth about like a little bit about my past, about when my ex-boyfriend used to tell me whenever I was feeling this way, and you know how I didn't understand it whenever he told me that. But I'm not even going to get into all that here. If you want to know more, go to my Substack and read my article. Anyways, so the way I'm dealing with this is, one, I'm literally giving myself the time and space to just feel all my feels and do what I need to do. Like, I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm getting anxious. I'm, feeling these things of wanting to give up. And I know that I'm not going to, and I don't actually want to. I want to write it out. I want to do it for the plot. I want to see where it goes. Like, I don't know where it's going to go. Like, I might have this vision in my head of what it could become, but I don't know. And so I'm doing it simply just to keep going and doing it, because who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. So I'm doing it for the plot, essentially. But, like, sorry, I had to take a deep ass breath. I'm essentially just giving myself the space to feel my feels. Like, whenever you was a kid and you didn't want to go to school because school sucked, the teachers sucked, the students suck, everything sucks, getting up early in the morning sucks, like it all sucked. So you didn't want to go to school. And then your parents would be on your head like, well, why don't you want to go to school? What's going on with you? Are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I just want some space. That's what I'm doing. I'm literally just giving myself some space. I'm giving myself some space to sort myself out. And I'm also giving myself the space to fail. Like, I don't have control over whether or not this blows up. Like, I can sit here and I can do all the steps. I can do search engine optimization. I can try to optimize my thumbnails. I can try to do all these little things to, like, try to push it out there to the world. But that doesn't mean it's going to blow up. You know what I mean? And so, like, I just have to accept that, and I have to give myself the space to be like, okay, if it fails, it fails. Like, if it fails, it freaking fails. But I know that I can show up for me. And that brings me to step 2, is I have a plan. Like, I know what I'm doing. Every day, I know I'm working on this. And on the days I don't work on this, I'm still kind of working on it in my head. Okay, because I did stop working on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we'll get to that later. On my updates about my life. Because this is technically not updates about my life. This is just me telling y'all what I'm going through, which I guess is an update in my life. I don't know. But hopefully y'all help somebody else. Hopefully y'all can, like, listen to this and feel, like, seen or understood. Because that's all I really want, is to build a community. But anyways, so, yeah, I have a plan. And I'm sticking to my plan. Like, I know on this day I'm going to film. On this day I'm going to edit. On this day I'm going to do yada, yada, yada. And I'm sticking to that. Even if, like, life happens because I made plans. Because I have that plan, I always have, like, this building block and this foundation to fall back on, And then step number 3 is I have shortcuts. I have given myself shortcuts or systems to implement if I don't feel at 100. If you only work whenever you feel good, you're never going to actually get to where you want to go. There has to be a balance between emotional acceptance and understanding with productivity and action. So, like, for example, usually I talk while I'm painting my nails. I didn't feel like talking that day. I was struggling. I was struggling to talk and to just paint and to just sit down and do all the things I knew I needed and wanted to actually do to reach my long-term goal, right? So I decided, okay, I'm going to take out the thing I'm really, really struggling with, which is talking, but I'm going to go ahead and film my nails. So, I didn't talk, but, I have to do a voiceover now. So, yeah, I created a shortcut in that sense. Or, like, I'm going to the gym, but if I decide I don't want to go to the gym, but I know that that's one of my long-term goals, and I need to find a shortcut rather than going to the gym that day because I'm not at 100%. I don't feel like it or whatever. I don't know, maybe taking a walk around the block or doing 5 minutes of yoga. You know what I mean? So step 1, giving myself space. Step 2, having a plan. Step 3, creating systems and or shortcuts for the days you don't feel at 100. And then step 4 is literally F witches get money. Okay, if you know what I'm trying to say, you know what I'm trying to say, because I'm not going to say it on YouTube. They'll probably take my video down. And that's essentially because, my fear is, like, low-key tied up into other people's perceptions of me. Like, it's also tied up into my own self-perception. Like, oh my God, I'm not going to make anything of myself. I'm going to be blah, 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 blah. I'm not even going to go down there. But it's also tied into, like, other people's perceptions of me. Like, how's the outside world seeing me? Do they think I'm a failure? Do they think I'm wasting my time because I'm spending hours of my day deciding I'm going to work on this vision that nobody else can see? Like, F them. F them. It's not about them. It's about me. It's about me, okay? And that's not saying I don't care about a lot of people in my life, because I genuinely care what they think of me and things, because I care about them. But at the same time, it's like, it's not about them. It's about me. So F, which is get money. And with the get money part for me is literally about focusing on my goals and focusing on what will fulfill me. What I feel more fulfilled and what I feel more fulfilled. Sorry, I felt like that came out funny. Would I feel more fulfilled if I gave up and stopped trying? Or would I feel more fulfilled and more proud of myself if I kept going even whenever I was scared? You know, like, this is actually a really personal thing to me. Like, doing this YouTube is a really personal thing to me. Putting myself out there is a really personal thing to me. And yeah, so that's that. Like, that's the steps I'm taking right now to deal with this. And, you know, if you ever feel like, I don't know, you're scared because you don't know the outcome of a situation, or you feel lost because you don't even know if what you're doing is working, or you feel overwhelmed with all the tasks you have to do, like, just know you're not alone, and it's okay to feel that way. Like, feelings are literally normal, especially if you have this big, grandiose vision in your head of what something can look like. Like, it can be overwhelming, and it can it can, like, instill fear in you whenever things ain't going necessarily the way you want them to. But you're not alone, and it's normal to feel those things. And Rome wasn't built in a day. You can literally sit down and take a break. You can push it to the side for a day, or decide to use one of your shortcut or systems. That way you don't, overwhelm yourself and overwhelm your body and overwhelm your mind. Because if you don't take care of your mental being and your emotional being and your spiritual being, your physical being is going to suffer. It's like if you are working a hardcore job and then, you're physically sick, but you kept going to your hardcore job, like, your body is eventually going to give out on you. And so if you're doing a job that maybe might not be hardcore mentally or emotionally, or not hardcore like physically, but it's hardcore like mentally or emotionally, it's okay to also take breaks in that sense too. You don't have to be 100% every day. You don't have to push through negative feelings. Like, yes, do push through negative feelings, okay? Don't fall into them, because I've been there. We're not doing that. We're not falling into no negative feeling traps, okay? We deserve better than that. We're not doing that, okay? And that's not to shame you if you do. If you do, I will be here for you whenever you come back up, okay? Like, from the depths. I will be there for you while you're there too, and I will be here for you whenever you get up. But what I'm saying is, like, we're not falling into that trap, okay? Because we know that we can do it. And so if you're also feeling this way, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We cannot control the outcome of a situation, but we can control how we show up every day for ourselves. And that's what we have to remember. Anyways, damn, I'm 13 minutes in. I've just been sitting here yapping, guys. How are you? Comment down below how you are, and if what I was talking about resonated with you, okay? Other things on the talking point list, because like I said, I did have a script, but I'm not even going off the script anymore. I'm literally just yapping. One, quitting smoking. Haven't done it yet, and I really need to do it. Someone, if you're still here and you're listening to me shouting into the void, somebody comment, quit smoking. Okay, I'm working on it, but, like, rally behind me. Give me some of your strength. Help me. Yeah. As for getting healthier, so the craziest thing happened. So last week I was filming my video, right? And it went up Wednesday, because I'm filming this voiceover Friday. Okay, but it went up Wednesday. So last Wednesday, I was filming a video and I was telling y'all, I want to get healthier and I'm working on my portion control, and the goal is to just move my body more, right? And tell me why my sister-in-law called me later on that day and was like, hey, I paid for this personal trainer, but I don't want to go to the gym alone. Do you maybe want to go to the gym with me 2 times a week? I know you're filming during the daytime and you might not have enough time, but maybe we can figure out a way that it can work with both of our schedules. And I was like, yeah, we'll figure it out. So now I'm going to the gym 2 times a week, Tuesday and Thursdays. So I'm not necessarily working on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm writing my script and playing my nails on Monday, filming on Wednesday, and then editing on Friday. Versus, I usually took Monday off and did my hair and cleaned my house really good after the weekend. And then, wrote my script on Tuesdays, filmed on Wednesdays, edited Thursday and Friday. Now I'm not doing that. I have Tuesdays and Thursdays off from this. But at the same time, I don't, because I'm low-key still thinking about it all the time. All the time I'm doing research. How can you blow up on YouTube in 2026? And, I've concurred. I've decided that there ain't no special secret formula or some secret sauce about how you can blow up. Literally, I just need to focus on me and being authentic and showing up as myself. And if it's meant to happen, it will happen. Because I've been watching videos left and right over, people being like, what I would do if I wanted to make YouTube a career in 2026. Yeah. But I will say that I still listen to Busy Blooming. I'm not going to quit listening to Busy Blooming. That is my corporate job. That's not my corporate job. Okay? If you know what Busy Blooming is, it's amazing. If you don't know, it's amazing. Go check it out. But yeah, so I'm no longer working on this technically, physically. I mean, kind of I am, because I did, rewrite my script a little bit on Tuesday and a little bit on Thursday. But, I didn't dedicate time to work on it. If I'm working on it, it's because I'm using my free time. So, yeah, I'm working out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I will say the first day I went, I thought I was going to die. Anyways, we're at the end of the video. I just want to say I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening to me. See y'all next time. Alright, guys. This is the finished product. Honestly, I know y'all probably get sick of hearing me say it, but I love them. I love them. I don't know. There's something about them that I love. Okay, first off, the black French tips, I don't know why, but they're giving me, Audrey Hepburn vibes, which is so weird. Because I don't know why that's, what it's making me think of. But it is. It's giving, a classic but glamorous vibe. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then the little broken hearts with, okay, so then my ring finger with the little broken hearts and the rhinestones. Love them. Gotta love them. And then the rhinestone broken heart period. Ugh. It's giving, I don't know, rock star. But I was also thinking, fuck you. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Substack, okay? If you want to keep up with my daily ongoings. And yeah, follow me on Substack, like my profile, and then subscribe to my newsletter. It is free to download. It is free to subscribe. So go do that, okay? And yeah. Okay, I'm going to get into the ASMR things. I love y'all. Bye.